I swear we update good enough with good enough frequency with these.
Well, I only go home every other weekend, and I don't honestly know if I can run Skype through an Ethernet cable.
Ah, I
Because if
see.
I can't run Skype through an Ethernet cable, then I'm probably going to end up getting dropped a few times. Because if you use the internet on the school Wi-Fi, it drops out randomly for like 3 or 4 minutes at a time, and just long enough to annoy you.
Wow.
And I know this because I have an Ethernet cable and it runs fine except when I try and play League of Legends. League of Legends doesn't run through an Ethernet cable.
Ah,
And I looked up the problem and I didn't find an answer because the answer they were suggesting was you can't play video games through the Ethernet cable because the school has it blocked. And that's a load of bullshit because I can play StarCraft 2 through the internet just fine. I can play Minecraft on the internet just fine
wow.
through my
So you
Ethernet cable.
so you actually have to have a cable hooked up to your laptop to go on the internet.
It's not that bad actually. I
Where
mean,
does
I all of my videos I can upload in like 5 seconds max.
nice? That's pretty handy.
Like I think the last Brucast took the longest, and that was like 10 seconds. So it's like just long enough for me to type like the title and the
Brewcast.
description.
Brewcast.
I'm just glad it doesn't
And
publish instantly because then you'd have a video called Cargo 1,
Cargo
Cargo
1.
2,
No
Cargo
description.
1.mp4. Oh,
No description available.
I feel like that describes the game perfectly though.
That's Cargo 1. Cargo 2 doesn't matter how much you describe it. No one will understand it anyway.
Honestly, that game got really obnoxious after a while.
I'll bet.
Well, if you've
Go
seen
and
like
like get all these colors and hook them up to hot air balloons and then
find some
fly.
colors. And then I screw myself over because I finally find yellow, the color I need. I'm
And then
like, oh, I'll attach these balloons to it. Floats
and
away.
you fall
I
off of
can't
it
get
and you're like,
back. I can't get back.
and
It's
then so
stuck up
ends the
there.
LP.
And I give up.
And that's the end. Because then the hard drive fills up. It's
Yeah,
like,
my
oh,
hard
I'm
drive
done.
filled up because Fraps does that. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, you recorded for 5 seconds, 3 GB file. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I used it. I recorded something on Scraps and then I was
Yeah, I saw
like,
that.
yeah,
That had some
like,
terrible audio lag on that.
yeah, I wasn't aware. It seemed, I looked at a part of it and it seemed like audio was synced up
Okay,
right.
right at the beginning, it's like you hear sand breaking. 5 seconds later, you turn around and hit some sand.
Oh, you mean the audio lag of the
Yeah, like the game
video,
audio.
the game audio? Okay. Well, I don't know why that would be weird. And my,
I don't know.
like, me talking, I know that was correct. I don't know why though. It was I recorded through Fraps. It was a test video, so I don't know. Fraps could be doing something stupid.
I don't
But
know. I have no explanation for that because I remember when I started recording League of Legends videos,
the
my voice was off. It was like late a second.
uh,
So if I would say something and someone would respond, it would sound like I'm talking over them.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I don't know. Maybe because I used Camtasia to edit or something. I don't know. Because I had
I
to
don't know.
literally edit out that one part where I was like frozen. I literally probably edited out like at least a minute of lag. Me just sitting there talking with nothing happening. I was like, yeah, this is great.
It wouldn't have
But
been too different from the rest of the video.
yeah, it's very true. It,
You had like 5 frames a second.
I don't know. I was actually like 10 to 12.
Ooh. Got a big
Ooh,
shot over
oh,
here with
it's
all
really
the high frames.
it's really weird though. Like when it when I'm not recording, the number will be like at like 40 or something, and then when I start recording, immediately it drops down to like 10. It's
Yeah,
just
recording lowers your frames quite a bit.
like I was like, oh really? This is awesome. Now,
Oh,
but
really?
no, really, but at least it was better than TF2.
Oh, God.
At least at least something happened and it wasn't a picture.
It was getting pretty close, though.
Yeah, well,
Like, Team Fortress 2 was like a frame every 4 or 5 seconds.
pretty much. It's
That
just
was
the last one
terrible.
I tried with Fraps, which was just like a picture. I still have that, I think. Just that
I,
video. I just like found it on my Fraps video file. I just looked it up. I was like, huh, I wonder what this is. I click on it, and all of a sudden I just hear you singing Jigglypuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
Meanwhile, 15 years ago, when I still played Team Fortress 2,
Yeah, you think we forgot about that or something.
we'll get around to it eventually.
Once,
One day.
once
I
I,
don't know. Maybe Team Fortress 2 can run through Ethernet.
yeah, maybe. Once I figure out an adequate way to record or get a better computer.
You don't have to record. It can be all me, and then you can just upload a video. Hey, you want to see Team Fortress 2? Go to this guy's channel.
Yeah.
He's also playing Call of Cthulhu and getting the shit scared out of him.
There you go. Team Fortress
There's some
2.
parts I feel like people would call me a pussy for being scared at some of the parts that I'm scared at. Because there's a part where it's like, oh, you push some drawers, like a dresser in front of a door, and then you had to run in and grab stuff and then find a trap door. And of course, I couldn't find the trap door. And so that ended terribly. Because the guy comes up and he just starts banging on the door until it like falls over. And like I start freaking out. I like get the stuff. I start hearing it bang. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh god no! Oh!
What is it? What is it? What is it?
I like start freaking out. It's like
Jody!
like I seriously thought I was going to like he was going to walk in and like kill me. And he just walks in and he's like, "What are you doing back here? You shouldn't be here. Get out. Oh, you found some evidence. I'll be taking that."
Wait, that sounds familiar. You shouldn't be here. Sounds like pretty much every creepy game ever.
Or every
The
Team
line.
Rocket person.
Every what?
What are you doing, kid? You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal all the rare Pokemons, and then I'll have every Rattata in the world.
And it will be of the top percentage. All of them.
I will be king of the Rattatas, and you will bow to me.
Yeah, someone just comes up with like a Machamp or something. It's like, oh.
No! Oh, wait. Go! Zubat! Confuse Ray. No!
That Raticate was seriously annoying. I'm not even kidding. Kept using Hyper Fang. Like,
Hyperfang's overpowered.
like every single turn is like, oh, your Pokemon Hyper Fang took out half your health. Oh, Hyper Fang off
You
your dead.
you should use Rap a lot.
Yeah, I mentioned Rap because they used it once. Yeah, I should just use Rap and make
No,
sure
because I remember in that game, like, after you would be freed from Rap, I remember you, like, still wouldn't be able to move for a turn. So they just use Rap again.
It says you're freed from Rap, and that's
yeah,
the
it'd
turn.
say you're freed from Rap, and then you'd still have to wait a turn to attack, so they just use wrap again, and you'd be caught forever.
Exactly. That's why they changed it in the other games, because you could just be caught in an endless loop and then die.
They did that in the original Dragon Warriors. It's like you could be put to sleep, and then you'd take a turn to just wake up, and then they could put you to sleep again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you'd be so pissed off because you'd be so over leveled, and like one sea slug would show up, and it would exhale sweet breath and put your entire team to sleep, and it would just keep attacking, and you could never win.
Yeah. I think they did that in the first generation Pokemon too. Like when you would like be asleep, you would have to take a turn to like wake up, and then because like you weren't able to select any attack.
shittiest Pokemon. Ugh.
What?
Which is why first generation has the shittiest Pokemon.
Ooh.
Piss off all the Pokemon fans out there. Oh,
Yeah.
Generation 1 was the best. Generation 1, wrap, 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 bind, 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 bind.
What'd you say about that anyway? Best ever, huh?
What's your team? Bellsprout and Onix. Okay, that's 2. No, that's 6. I have 3 Onix and 3 Bellsprout. Okay, how do you beat the Elite Four? Wrap and bind.
Wrap and bind. That's how I win. You know, come to think of it, I think in the episode of the anime where Ash faces off against Brock is for the first gym battle, I think Onyx uses bind against Pikachu, so no wonder Pikachu lost that first time. I mean, really, because
I think the main reason he lost is because he's fighting a rock ground type with an electric type.
Oh, but that didn't stop him. He still beat him with an electric type.
That didn't stop him the second time. I'm going to use an electric type against a ground type.
And I won.
And then 5 episodes later, I'll lose to a water type. What? Makes sense. Thank you, Pokemon, for being as logical as ever.
Yep. Fire always beats ice. That's how it always works in every game.
That's the worst part of playing Pokemon Yellow. You have to start with a Pikachu.
Oh, yeah. You gotta use Pikachu, so it's like, wait, what do I do now? Oh, for the first gym? Oh, good luck.
It's like catch a Butterfree. That's your only chance.
Yeah, that is your only chance, unless you train like nothing before.
Okay, even then, like, the only attack he learns that he can use against Onix is Quick Attack, which does, like, no damage anyway.
Well, I mean, like, if you get other Pokemon, you, like, train them all up.
Yeah.
Like, I had like, when I think I mentioned it in my Let's Play, but my first time, when my cartridge still worked, I battled Brock. I had, like, all level 14s, and it was, like, the easiest time I've ever had facing him, ever. I, like, probably took him down with only losing, like, 1 Pokemon. It was awesome. It was the best victory ever. It totally made all of the years, or not years, but maybe long battles I've had with Brock and losing as a kid because I never bothered to train.
Brock can beat you without even opening his eyes.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just Asian.
Well, there is that one episode where he does open his eyes. And
oh God, don't. No. That's terrifying. That's just, no. That's terrifying. Don't say that.
Well, there was that one where his eyes were kind of open, where that one where he was like, he was in that romantic picture, and he was like, his hair was all like suave or something. I don't know, it was like all like.
I can only remember him getting a boner for like every female character except for Misty.
Except for the ones that they were traveling with.
Yeah, if they were traveling with the character.
He
That's
didn't
the only
care.
people he wouldn't get a boner over.
And Ash's mom.
He just didn't want to compete with Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime!
Yeah. didn't want to take that on. Mr. Mime would like wreck him up because he's psychic, and psychic was overpowered.
Mr. Mime, you're a psychic Pokemon. Here, have a broom. Okay.
You can use your hands to clean the floor with the broom. Just sweep.
I'll put an invisible box around the dirt. And then I'll just pick up the box. I'm a genius.
Right.
And that's how they invented vacuums.
Such a miraculous invention. Revolutionary. Turn of the century. And thus Kirby was born later.
Kirby is Mr. Mime, who had sex with a Jigglypuff. What?
I was referring to the fact that he's like a vacuum cleaner.
I was talking about Kirby looking like Jigglypuff.
Well, he does. Was that intentional? No one knows.
Nintendo would have sued, but it was also Nintendo, so that'd be retarded.
I sue myself for stealing my own idea.
I'm suing another department in the same business. What?
I forget where I saw it, but I read somewhere that the reason that they made Kirby look how he is because on the Game Boy title, they just wanted to make a game with like a really simplistic looking character until they were able to make more detailed characters for the Game Boy. And then they ended up liking the design so much that they just kept it and made more games about him.
At least he was somewhat complicated. I mean, they had to put he's a circle, so
he had to have arms.
It's not like they just coded a square.
He had to have arms and also legs.
It's like just a square. It just slides back and forth.
Yeah. I want to try and get the Kirby's Dream Collection that they came out with for the week. So it looks really good. Because I never got the chance to play Kirby's Dream Land 3.
I haven't played a lot of Kirby games.
Well, if you get that, you can play a whole bunch of them.
I played Dreamland, I played Nightmare in Dreamland, and then... I think that's it.
What about Kirby Superstar Ultra?
Oh, that's right. Superstar, and then there was the mouse one. Squeak Squad.
Yep, Squeak Squad.
Okay.
I don't know where my copy of that is. I don't know why, but it just went missing one day. And I never found it. Just like Castlevania.
You lost Castlevania?
Yeah, I have no idea where it went. It just disappeared one day, and so did Kirby.
Why would you do that?
It wasn't intentional, but
you just got pissed off and you couldn't beat it. So
because I couldn't find
it.
Because I couldn't find that last person.
If I lose it, then I have an excuse for not beating it. I'm a genius.
Sometime in the future, someone named SkyeAttack will make a walkthrough of the game. Then I will never have to play it.
Bullshit, I'm doing a walkthrough of the original Castlevania. Fuck that, I saw how hard that game is. I'm not playing it.
No, I didn't mean the original. I meant the DS one.
The what?
The DS one. I was talking about...
Ecclesia.
Yeah.
I already did that. Did level 1 hard mode.
I know, I was saying that's the one I lost. I didn't lose the original one.
Oh, I thought you lost the...
No. Nope, that one's still tucked away safely.
Okay, you say Castlevania and I think that Castlevania. You're talking about Ecclesia Castlevania. Nope. I was thinking you lost your little Game Boy Advanced one.
No, no. I don't know where that DS one went. That and Squeeze Squad are the only games I really ever lost.
I lost Crystal. Pokemon Crystal.
I had Crystal, but then like I gave it to my brother, I think, and then he gave it back to me, and then I gave it to my sister, and then she gave it to one of our friends, and then
And I never saw it again.
nope, never
And
saw it
then
again.
I got Soul Silver, and I'm like, who cares?
Who cares?
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. That doesn't matter though, because that same friend once left their Mario Pinball Land for Game Boy Advance here, so now it's
And
mine.
now it's mine forever. Mine, mine.
Oh yeah, and here it is, Mario Pinball Land. Never actually beat it though, but I can
Wow.
PD the Piranha in pinball form.
PD the Piranha? No one likes
Yeah.
PD.
But he was in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, you know who else was in Smash Brothers? Goombas. And Koopas. And I don't like either of them.
And you know who else was in Smash Brothers? Those really generic enemies that were made specifically for the adventure mode that nobody cares about anymore.
That was where the Goombas were.
No, there were... What?
There were the Goombas in like the adventure mode.
Well, there were Goombas in the adventure mode, but I'm talking about those other guys.
Oh, the
Subspace dudes. Whatever their
purple
face
things.
is called.
With like the one eye.
Yeah, like those the really generic ones you face all the time. The Primids, I think that was what they were called. Like the ones
Primids?
that have like... Yeah, I think that's what they were called. Like they're like the Beam Primids and the Fire Primids. They were like all these different kinds. Versions of like the same enemy, only better. There was like the metal ones too. Those were really annoying. I hated those guys.
How can you hate them? They were the best.
I
They
like
were the
better-
best.
I like it better
The
when I have
best.
the metal power up. I don't like when I'm facing people with the metal power up, especially when it's required enemy has, well, not really required, but an enemy that has the metal power up just given to him. I'm looking at you, classic Smash Brothers, with your Metal Mario fight.
Why are you so mean?
I'm sorry, but that fight was just not one of my favorites because he does not want to go down. You get that guy up to like 100 damage and he still like goes nowhere if you hit him.
Oh man, 100 damage. Oh.
Well, 100% usually sends your character like flying, but no, it's just like, oh, by the way, yeah.
There's actually a Smash Bros. Tournament at college.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which version?
all of them. I don't know if they're going to play them like one at a time or have like all three going.
Wow.
I was going to play as Mewtwo.
Play as Mewtwo, yay!
Mewtwo's the best.
Everybody love Mewtwo.
Everybody hates Mewtwo. Oh, Mewtwo's underpowered. Yeah, why do you play Mewtwo? Yeah, fuck you.
Wait, people say he's underpowered?
Joel said he was underpowered. Not you, Joel, the other
Yeah,
Joel.
I know, obviously.
Yeah, he was like talking about Melee, and I'm talking about my favorite character in that is Mewtwo, and he's like, isn't Mewtwo really bad? Why do you play as him? Isn't Mewtwo really bad? I'm like,
I thought
it's Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's like the most powerful Pokemon ever. I'm pretty
Why
sure.
are you so mean to
I
Mewtwo?
think he was actually more overpowered. He was kind of on the side of Roy.
I have no clue. I'm going based on what he said, because I honestly have no clue.
I don't think Mewtwo was bad.
Like, I only played the game at your house. I don't even own a copy.
That's right. You did use Mewtwo.
Yeah, because it's Mewtwo.
You can just like you can use the grab move and then Shadow Ball.
I watched
So the little mini
movie. I'm like, whoa, Mewtwo's badass.
Pokemon the first movie, Mewtwo's good.
Pokemon Mewtwo returns. Mewtwo's even better.
Pokemon movie 2, Mewtwo returns, Mewtwo harder.
Mewtwo
I
returns, Mewtwo harder.
yeah,
Okay.
Mewtwo 2, Mewtwo harder, which will be more like Mewtwo cubed or something.
Wouldn't it just be like Mewtwo, Mew harder?
Yeah, Mewtwo, Mew harder. That's that's what they thought of when they made Mewtwo. It's like it's a harder version of Mew.
Oh my god! It's the cousin of that guy I beat the shit out of in the last movie!
Yeah.
I think that's like the enemy in every Die Hard movie. It's like all people from the same family doing like the exact same thing. Oh, we'll pretend to be terrorists, but instead of being terrorists, it's actually to cover up the fact that we're robbing this bank.
That
That was
makes
like the plot of the first one. I'm pretty sure it's just like a slight change on the same plot like every single time.
pretend we are doing evil plot to cover up the fact that we are doing evil plot number 2.
I would think like if you're trying to rob someone, you would want to do it like covertly. And coming out and being like, yeah, we're terrorists, we're blowing up this building, give us 5 hours and $5 million or we'll blow it up. I think that would like be more noticeable than just like they sneak in and they steal stuff from the vault.
Yeah. We are villains. We are about to do bad things.
Do as I say and no one gets hurt.
That reminds me of that. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that episode of Fairly Odd Parents with the evil version like of Timmy's parents. They looked
Oh
just like him,
god.
like they
Yeah.
were like evil robbers, and like the dad just like kept shouting their evil plans every 5 minutes.
See, I was thinking when you said that, before you explained the Fairly Odd Parents thing, it sounded like you were the guy from the Arby's commercial where he like walks into the bank and he's like, "Do as I say and no one gets hurt." And the guy comes up, "Hey man, you look like you could use some Arby's." And he like gives him a sandwich. "This is really good. Okay, goodbye." Crisis averted.
I don't think I've seen that. That sounds.
Oh god.
Was it an old like '90s commercial or something?
No, it wasn't from the 90s. It was a few years ago.
Oh, wow.
But I remember it because it got really obnoxious because it was when they were going through the "It's good new food."
Oh yeah. No, they do that.
It was one of those commercials.
They do that at the end of every pretty much Arby's commercial ever now.
Still not as obnoxious as when they had like a roast beef sandwich and it's like the new Arby's roast beef burger. That's not a burger. It's not even a patty. It's just roast beef.
Oh, that sandwich.
It's a roast beef sandwich. It's definitely a burger. Yep, it's a
Yeah.
burger. Our focus
Yeah.
group said that people like burgers more than roast beef sandwiches.
So we're gonna call it a burger. You know, it's clearly not a burger. Even though you can see it on the commercial that it doesn't even look like at all like a burger.
Yeah,
They call
that's
it
the
a burger
thing.
anyway.
I like never eat at Arby's because they call shit burgers and they're not fucking burgers.
I don't know.
I think I was at like an Arby's once and they didn't even have like chicken nuggets or anything. It's just like variations on sliced deli meat. It's like, oh, you can have a turkey sandwich or a roast beef sandwich or a ham sandwich. Oh, it's so good. It's so good you can get fries. Here, have a drink. Have a funny looking hat for a logo.
Actually, they have chicken now.
Oh, they do?
I went there recently. They have chicken strips now.
I don't remember there being like chicken anything when I went.
Yeah. And also, they stopped with the whole they stopped with the whole regular fries thing.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They They just like they used to have regular like normal French fries.
Did they like switch to curly fries only?
No, they've always had curly fries. That was like the thing. Apparently, I've heard they started on and they added on regular French fries later, and then they just took them out and they replaced them with potato cakes.
Potato cakes? What are they, hash browns?
Yeah, they're basically like hash browns.
They just like, here's a hash brown.
Only you get like 3 of them.
This'll go so well with my roast beef sandwich.
I get 3 hash browns. We're gonna call
I
them
have a
potato
roast
cakes.
beef sandwich that's supposedly a burger, and I get hash browns.
I remember one time we went there after they took off regular fries, and we just like asked if they had regular fries again because they said maybe we'll bring it back one time when we were there. So they asked us like, "Oh," he's like, "Do you have regular fries?" And he was like, "Yeah, we have regular fries." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then later he's
Brings
like,
out
"Oh
curly
wait,
fries.
oh wait, no, no, we don't. We have curly fries."
See, I don't like curly fries.
I was like, "Oh, thanks." I don't really like them that much either. I only
It's
ever
like, when I want fries, I want like regular fries, but like curly fries, they always taste spicy for some
yeah,
reason.
well, yeah, they just add spices to
It's
them.
like, why do you
Enough.
want spicy French fries? I mean, that.
I don't know. Just people. I don't know.
Let's be stupid with our food.
Let's have spice. Let's just put spices in everything.
And it's not even like this one place makes their curly fries spicies. It's like the fact that you're making your French fry into a spiral automatically requires spiciness.
Exactly.
It's like if you cut it that way, the cutter is laced with spices.
Yeah, it's just how it works. It's the only way to achieve the maximum potential of a curly fry.
Because the school does that sometimes.
Yeah, it's the only time
lunch
besides
they
Arby's.
have like sometimes they have just French fries and sometimes they have just curly fries, and the curly fries suck because I hate curly fries.
The only other time I had curly fries was when that was the only kind of fries that they had there. That was the thing that they served with their meal, and I was like, okay, fine.
I never go to Arby's. Arby's, sponsor us, please.
Yeah.
If you sponsor us, maybe I'll eat your shitty sandwich.
And we'll put you on a video just saying that we're sponsored by... Wait, who are we going to have sponsor this video?
Oh, you wanna see who's sponsoring this video?
Do I?
I don't know if you'll understand this. It's from Invader Zim.
It's probably going to make more sense than Mayans with lightning.
It's from Invader Zim. It's like an obscure thing. I think it shows up in like one line of dialogue through the entire show. Send, you fucker. Send.
Files can contain viruses.
Oh. Ooh.
No, really.
I'm actually sending you a virus. Don't click it. This is why your computer is shit.
Because you send me viruses.
Okay, so...
I can pretty much just read the name of the title. It says Poop Soda.
Shut up. Okay, so... in Invader Zim, there's an episode where Gur takes over the house. Have you seen that episode?
I don't know if I have.
Where he like gets electrocuted and then his brain goes into the house. And he takes control of it.
I think I actually do remember that one.
And there's a part in it where he like takes the house and he runs it down
he runs over to the restaurant.
He runs to the taco place because he's hungry. And like this is based on like the scene when he's ordering his food. The guy's like, "Do you want a drink with that? What sodas you got?" "Oh, we got classic poop, diet poop, cherry poop." It's like the soda is called poop.
I want a root beer poop.
Classic poop, diet poop, cherry poop.
I want a root beer poop.
I was actually pissing off my friend. It's the guy that keeps showing up in my videos.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Who's that guy?
I was annoying him Because he's like, this is poop. What kind of poop? Classic poop, cherry poop, cat poop, root beer
I
poop.
think I remember that. That was one of the cargo videos. That I think.
Yeah,
Well,
because
kind of poop. You gotta specify the poop, man.
like every time, like if something annoys him, he's like, this is poop.
What kind?
What kind of poop?
Gotta know, man. Like, I have to know what kind of poop it
I
is.
wanna know what poop is.
And I
I
want you to show
want
me.
you to show me. See, when you sing that, you gotta like wave your arms back and forth slowly to like the rhythm.
Oh, yeah. Gotta put your arms up in the air and wave them like just don't care.
No, that would be waving them too fast. You gotta wave them like slowly, like to the beat. It's like
Like they do at those
back and
concerts
forth.
where everybody's
Yeah,
clapping along and
it's like when people are playing Freebird and they have to like everyone has to get out their lighter and like wave it back and forth
yep,
slowly.
just like that.
It's like that, except you don't have a lighter and you're using both hands instead of just one.
Yep.
Because this time you're not a lazy little bitch. And you have two arms, so you're gonna fucking use them.
Wait a minute. I've had two arms this entire time? I've only been using one.
Oh, that explains the people at concerts like looking at their hand like they've never seen it before.
I've never seen this appendage before.
No, I've actually seen that at concerts before. There's just like a guy staring at his hand. Like I don't know what kind of drugs he took, but he's just like the entire time he's just like staring at his hand, like slowly turning it back and forth.
It's like, dude, never realized I had this appendage before.
And now we know what causes that. It's because they don't realize they have a hand.
Yeah. Or he was just taking some massive drugs. He's probably looking at that hand and there was like a kaleidoscope in his vision.
It's probably like changing colors and like
Yeah.
turning into random things.
His hand was
Whoa,
probably
man.
swirling around in the mist and like stretching out and doing weird contortions.
My hand
And then he was
is
and then he was
apple.
flying in space with magical pigs.
Yawn pigs.
Young pigs. Farting
Yawn
rainbows.
pigs, hit us up with that sponsorship.
Yeah.
I have a sponsor image for next time.
What?
Yawn pigs.
Young pigs.
I'm writing that down.
Is that like a? I wonder if that's a real thing. Like if people actually made images of that.
I'm making it. I'm going to make it. Unless I can Google search and find it and save me a bunch of time.
I'm gonna Google it right now. I'm gonna
Okay, you go ahead.
my handy dandy iPod. See.
Our handy dandy notebook. do. We are gonna play Blues Clues. We are gonna play Blues Clues. We are gonna play Blues Clues because it's very fun.
Okay, well, it looks like I kind of found some pictures.
Oh, there's a real thing.
They're just pictures of pigs, a bunch of random different looking pigs. Some kind of look like the neon cat, only with making over like a
I'm
pig.
looking it up.
There's one with Gurr riding a pig.
Oh my god.
It's like a hand drawn thing though, but it's like Gurr drawing a pig.
Oh my
And it's like rainbows.
god.
There's also one where there's like just like a random pig just like having his arms folded behind his head looking.
Oh god, the rainbow is coming out of its penis.
Yeah, no, it's coming out of his...
Oh god, there's a Minecraft neon pig.
Yeah, there's a Minecraft one. There's like one with like a realistic looking pig farting bacon. There's one with another pig with...
Oh my god, the girl one is adorable.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
That was pretty funny. Just like Gurr riding a pig, farting rainbows.
Awesome. Now I don't have to do any photo editing. Yes!
Hey! It was made by someone on DeviantArt.
I will have to credit them then.
Camouflage.
But on the plus side,
I
I won't. On the plus side, I won't have to do any work.
Haha.
Ha ha. Ha ha.
Oh. Wait, what? I see like this I see one of the, for some reason, the second page of Neon Pig results. There's a rage face picture that says Neon Pig lost in space. Challenge accepted.
What?
I don't know. It just has a challenge accepted face, and that's what it
Is
says.
that like a video game?
No, I don't think so. There is a
Neon
Neon
Pig,
Cat.
the video game?
There is a Neon Cat game.
Oh my god, we're not original anymore.
There's actually I've seen a video of an Xbox Neon Cat game.
Isn't it like the Techno Kitten Adventure or whatever?
It's I don't know, but it's like you control the Neon Cat.
Well, I've seen videos of like Techno Kitten Adventure, which is pretty much, it's like Cave, but at random times it's like playing techno music in the background.
No, it's not Cave. You actually have to jump and stuff. It's like it's a downloadable title for the Xbox 360.
I was thinking it was like Cave or Helicopter or whatever, because
Like,
there's a game called Techno Kitten Adventure that's like that, and it like matches the music, and it like has a seizure when the music gets really pumping.
There's like whole sorts of like you have to jump over a bunch of things, and
Well, that's no
there are parts
fun.
where you're getting fired in toasters, like kind of like the Donkey Kong barrels, only they're toasters.
I'm not a platforming kind of guy.
It's one of those ones where it's auto-scrolling now. It's like the Cave one. So you have to move fast, or you're screwed.
I played the auto-scrolling levels in Yoshi Topsy Turvy, and that was annoying.
I played lots of auto-scrolling levels and plenty of Mario games. Some of them are more annoying than others.
Scrolling levels, it sometimes it's really easy, and then it's just boring because you can't like run ahead because you have to wait for the thing. And sometimes it's annoying because it's like jump 5 times back and forth before you reach the end of the screen or you die.
Yeah. And sometimes it has a time limit still for no reason.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's like, we have a time limit, but you have to go at a set speed anyway, so it's pointless. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Neon Cat Adventure, I think it's called, on Xbox. It's like, the Neon Cat Adventure soundtrack hits iTunes this week? What? Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna have a lot of soundtrack. It's gonna be just a bunch of little techno music.
Wouldn't it just be like the Neon Cat song? And then like a few remixes that you could just Google search?
I don't think it actually plays the Neon Cat song, at least not for the whole game. Play some other music.
Why would they have a Neon Cat game and not play Neon Cat?
Maybe it's copyrighted music, so they couldn't do it or something. I don't know.
Hey guys, I have a great idea. We're going to make Rock Band Van Halen, and we're not going to have a single Van Halen song. Brilliant! Yep. Brilliant! You're getting a raise, Johnson. You're getting a raise.
Let the money roll in. Everyone will wish to buy it. The Beatles rock band. It's models of the Beatles playing different songs. What's that?
Beatles rock band actually best of Metallica?
What do you mean? It's like
the Beatles rock band, except it's actually like the best of Metallica. So it's just like, oh, I can play as the Beatles, and it's just metal the entire time. They're like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? And then their little heads explode into tiny pieces.
The only time you can see George Harrison shred.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ringo's like having a seizure in the background, trying to keep up with the drum beat.
Yeah. And they're all screaming at random intervals.
Oh, God.
Just to keep the flavor intact.
That'd be a terrible game. Both for
Okay.
Metallica fans and Beatles fans. I feel like that'd just be terrible on both ends. Sorry, Terrabrew.
Yeah, very terrible. Uh, that would be so weird. Uh, so, yeah.
Awkward silence. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Something to talk about. Topic must come up with something. Um, I don't know.
Uh,
Uh,
um,
uh,
um, something
I'm,
about school. I don't know.
uh,
Something about college. I'm in college because I'm better than you. You're not in college. Oh.
you know,
Oh, that's right. In college, I have to walk through the technology portion
mhm.
in the science building, and I looked into like one of the computer labs just to see like what they're teaching, and I thought I was going to see like people coding or something, and I look in, one guy's playing Borderlands, one guy's playing League of Legends, one guy's playing StarCraft. I'm just like, really? Really? This is what you do in computer class?
Why
Really?
couldn't I have this class?
Because your computer can't run any of those games.
No, I was saying that's what you were thinking. I mean, we all know my computer can't run those games, but I'm saying yours could, so you would have the opportunity to actually, have that
I
class.
don't actually know what they were supposed to be doing. I could only see like the three people, and they were all playing different video games. I'm like, what? Really?
Maybe they were done with their project. I don't know. Or they just didn't care.
Probably didn't care.
I remember one time during actually a computer class, I think I took, was it like in 11th grade? I was done with my project and just kind of waiting for other people to be done. Like it was like a day of finish up, but I was like already done and I didn't really have any homework to do, so I just went on the internet and played Super Smash Flash 2.
That's all we did in the internet programming when I had it.
What, just like play internet games?
Yeah, because the programming, in internet programming too, it
Hmm.
pretty much consisted of, here's some SQL, try and figure it out. I, as the teacher of this class, don't actually understand it myself. So you should be able to figure it out. No, that's actually what happened.
Really?
He walked into the class and he's like, okay, we're going to program with MySQL. Now, I'm not the greatest with this programming. I can't figure out some of this stuff, so try and do your best, and if you can't, just talk to each other, because I probably won't be much help.
Wow.
I'm like, really?
Most
And so
motivational
like there were
teacher.
two people in the class who actually cared about programming, because it was SQL, which is server query language, which would be useful if we were making websites that actually use servers, but like he never explained how to use it with an actual website, so it wouldn't help any of us unless we went out and figured that on our own too. So really
Wow.
none of us found it useful at all. But there were like two people that actually cared and were doing really well the entire time, and then everyone else would just play Flash games the entire time.
And he didn't care.
He tried to care at the beginning. Like at the beginning, he had us like by this date do this much, and basically the two people who actually cared would just tell everyone else the answers, because we had to like make documents and like type out the code and test the code and then copy paste the code and print out, and that's all it was, and he would just check that. So the two guys would actually do it, and then they'd just like give the code to everyone else,
Nice.
It was actually pretty awesome.
Flash game, the class.
Halfway through the semester, he's just like, okay, you guys have been playing way too many Flash games. We need to actually focus on the work. And so he like made it so that we couldn't play Flash games. And like a week later, like we started opening up Flash games and he didn't say anything, so we just started playing Flash games again. There was like a week where we actually worked.
Huh.
So that's what you have in store when you go to college. All your
Flash
programming classes are going to be 2 people who care and everyone else playing games.
Nice.
And you'll have to be the person who cares because you don't have a computer good enough to play the games.
No.
That's
And then
right,
it turns
bitch.
out I can't even run the program that I need to use to do the work.
Can't even run a simple program.
Oh no, I can't even do the work. Now what?
Sir, I keep getting error messages. It says not enough RAM. How, what am I supposed to do? Get a better computer? I don't have the money for that. And that is exactly what you sound like all the time.
Yeah, that's totally sounds like me.
It does. Guys, I found this good video game. That's been out for 10 years. Whoa.
Wait, when did I ever say that?
I don't know. I'm making it up. But I feel like it's something you might have said. So I'm allowed to make fun of you.
I do buy like older games sometimes that I never got to.
Guys, I finally got a Metroid game.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I got Metroid Prime.
I finally got a
10 years after
Metroid
it was
game.
made.
I had all 3 Prime games in one box.
That's because I normally didn't really care. I just got Metroid Prime because I was able to get one game free because it was a special sale.
And we were like,
I was
holy fuck, this game is amazing. Why was my childhood so pathetic?
Actually, not really. 'Cause
Actually,
I really
no.
did good at it.
Yes.
Actually, no, because I didn't really do well in the game. I had no idea where to go, and I lost in the first level.
Wait, where did you lose?
You
You didn't even get past Talon Overworld?
Nope.
Or was it like you screwed up in the Space Pirate base?
I beat Parasite Queen, and then there was a time limit that I had to get out of there, and I
wasn't
didn't get out of there. What?
And you weren't fast enough.
Nope. I
Really?
kept screwing up this one jump or something. At least this one part that I had to go somewhere.
They give you like
how
5
to get
minutes to do it, and it's like, if you're half decent at the game, you can finish it in 2.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of me.
I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I just died. I'm like, okay, I don't feel like battling Parasite Queen again. I'm just gonna stop right now. I'll try it again later, and I didn't try it yet.
And you never played it again.
Nope.
You never even got to Flagra.
Well, I'll do it eventually.
Bullshit.
I've moved on to other games that I feel like
He'll do
playing.
a blind walkthrough on it.
Blind
Okay, so
walkthrough.
I know everything that happens up to Parasite Queen, and then I don't know anything. So it's gonna be blind walkthrough, guys, or we're gonna do really good because I'm so good at this game. And it's like tutorial. It's like, this is the lock-on button. You hit the lock-on button, you still miss. Okay.
Wait, how does that happen? I'm just
It's
I just
possible.
literally, once I figured out how to do the charge, well, you can just do a charge shot from the beginning. You don't have to get an upgrade for it. I was like, I'm just using this to kill everything.
You do realize that after you escape the ship, you lose all your abilities.
What?
You lose the charge beam.
That's the only ability you actually have, though. I don't think they give you any other beams.
You have a Varia suit on too, and I think you have Morph Ball.
Well, yeah, I think you have the morph ball, but I don't think you have like
You
any of the
lose
beams.
morph ball,
Like,
you lose bombs, you lose missiles. Do you have missiles?
I don't remember. All I remember is, well, you just basically have to shoot at Parasite Clean, I think.
I think you
And
have
you
to
just
like wait
can't.
for the glass to move out of the way.
Yeah, you have to like
There's
basically
like a
make
hologram thing spinning around
once,
it.
once you have an opening, yeah, once the thing stops spinning, then you start shooting. I pretty much just shot all the time and just walked around in the giant circle area and just kept
I was
moving.
so
So
good
she,
I could walk in a circle.
so she didn't hit me, and I just, even though she did still get me somehow, and then I just kept hitting her, and yeah, that's about all I did.
Yeah, pretty much when you're using the regular attack, it's like hit the attack button as fast as possible.
That's how old school games did it. You just hit buttons until it dies. No combos, just hammer on the thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. If you can't get past the space pirate base at the start, you will never finish the game. Like if you can't
Well,
get through that easily, you're gonna have a really problematic time for the rest of the game.
oh, I bet I will, because I've never played a Metroid 3D game ever. First time playing any of the Metroid Prime games was just like, oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people who played Metroid Prime, it was the first time they played Metroid Prime game.
Yeah, I know, but like, I've never had really.
Metroid Prime 1 was the first Metroid Prime game I've ever played. Okay.
Uh,
Either you're an old school fan or you're really late to the game.
I was really late. I was like,
Chop
yeah,
bottle.
never really been a big Metroid guy, but you know,
Should play Metroid Other M.
yeah,
And you can
or you
enjoy
can
it, unlike
bracket.
all the dickbags that don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I can go around and it's not first person, and I have to move using the D-pad, and
It controls pretty well.
I have all of the upgrades, but they must be authorized because
That is
this is the
somewhat
final word.
annoying at like certain parts. There's like a
I,
part where you walk through this fire area and you're like constantly losing health, and then
yeah,
when you
I
get to
heard
a
about
boss of
that,
that
and then
area, it's just like, okay, you can use the various suit now. I'm like, really?
like
But like other
now,
than stuff like that, it's not that bad.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like apparently he does not trust Samus enough to let her use.
I don't trust you well enough to turn on the AC on your suit.
Yeah, have fun.
Here, walk through Inferno Mountain. You can't use the various suit.
Yeah. Let's just wait until she is almost dead, and then I'll authorize the various suit.
There's that part, and then there's a part where you just get shot in the back for no apparent reason. It's just like you see a Metroid, and you're like about to shoot it, and then the guy shoots you in the back, and then he kills the Metroid. It's like, what?
I remember I saw a review on Metroid Other M, and he made a pretty good point when he was talking about the whole scene with Ridley, or Ripley, sorry.
Which scene?
The scene where like she first like sees him and like
Oh, when he's the baby?
no, not when he's baby, when he's fully formed.
Oh, when he's full Ridley.
Yeah, when he's full Ridley.
What was
I'm
wrong
like,
with that? Other than
well,
he
like
like
when she
beats the shit out of
reacts
you?
like so extreme, like she can't move because she's so terrified because she's having
Oh.
flashbacks of how Ridley like killed her
Okay,
parents.
well
Or
think
something.
about it this way. You fight this guy and you kill him like 50 times in a row, and he just keeps coming back. Like, I can understand, like, if the first time he comes back, you're freaked out like that, but yeah.
But
Like,
like
still
have
being freaked out like the 50th time he's come back to life. Yeah,
to
that's
just
kind of
like
stupid.
to just like instantly some reason just have flashbacks of her parents dying right then as he's resurrected that one time,
It's
but never before.
because character development.
I mean, I know it happened early. It wasn't like it's not in sequential order. Like it happened earlier on in the timeline before. Like I think it happened right after Super Metroid. But even then, he's at least come back like 2 or 3 other times before, and
Uh,
like nothing happened to her then. And she's just like, "Oh my gosh, this is the first 3D game I've seen him. His polygons count looks so real."
First 3D game I've seen them. What about Metroid Prime? Shut up.
Well,
Shut
no,
up.
it
Shut
was
up.
later on in the timeline. No,
You're not allowed to use Metroid Prime when you're talking about the Metroid games. They're not canon. What do you mean
I
they're
think
not canon?
Prime actually happened after other
I
like
honestly have no
I
clue where the Prime games show up in like the plot line.
I don't either.
Now, that's probably why a lot of people just like cut it off and they're like, okay, this is a different series. We're taking Zelda rules here. That this is a different timeline.
Zelda rules.
No correlation. No correlation.
Well, actually, they did make a timeline for Zelda.
Yeah, and it was confusing as fuck. It's like you're going down the timeline, and then if Ganon wins, then you go to the past, and there's this timeline, and if he loses, then you go to the past, and there's this timeline. It's like let's just make some shit up. Why can't we just have it be different games? Like, honestly.
hmm Okay, here I pulled up the timeline for Zelda.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so first it is the era of the world's creation. Heaven and earth are created. Then the era of goddess Hylia. Then Skyward Sword happens. The very first game in the timeline is Skyward Sword.
The last game they made.
Yep. They gotta make it earliest in the timeline.
We'll do it
Have
backwards.
gonna have the greatest graphic Zelda be the one earliest
I still haven't played Skyward Sword.
because you don't have Motion Plus.
I know. It pisses me off. It's the only Zelda game I've gotten.
You
And I
should get
got
Motion.
it, and I put it in, and it's like, please attach Wii Motion Plus. I'm like, fuck, I don't have that.
You should just get
And
more.
then I never went out and bought it, and so I still haven't played it.
You should do that. So
I got that for Christmas last year.
Oh, so they didn't even know anything about the Motion Plus. Okay, so anyway, after that, then the goddess Hylia reincarnated ancient battle returns to the earth, then the Sky Era, then the era of chaos, the Sacred Realm is sealed, then the era of prosperity, the Hyrule Kingdom established. So the Skyward Sword takes place before Hyrule Kingdom was even born. Okay. Then the Force Era, which is when the Minish Cap was there. Oh, that Game Boy Advance game. That's right. Got to put that in there. The evil god Vati is born. And then Four Swords happens, and then Vati is resurrected. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got to have Four Swords in the canon. Four Swords is canon.
I don't know any of these games and any of the plot lines of any of them because I have never played a Zelda game.
I just know in the Minish Cap, the cover art shows Link with this really weird bird-looking thing, which is his hat. It's like his hat, only there's like a bird on it. A bird.
The hat is a bird.
Hat.
What?
Yeah, basically.
I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, it looks like Link's hat, only it's a bird instead. Like it has like a bird's face. Like
Yeah, it has like a bird coming out of the top
the
of
origin
it.
of his hat is a bird. And then we have the end of the era of the Hero of Time, the Hyrule Unification War. It's the child era / adult era. And that's when Ocarina of Time happens, and Dark World is formed from the Sacred Realm, and Ganondorf turns into the Demon King Ganon. And then here's where the timeline splits. The Hero of Time is defeated. Then it comes the Sealing War, and Hyrule's decline, and the last hero, and then the Link to the Past happens. Ganon is revived, the era of Light and Dark. And then Oracle of Seasons, then Oracle of Ages, then Ganon survived. Then Link's Awakening, then the Gold Era with the Triforce using Monarchy.
Wait, I'm confused. Ganon wins, and then they go back in time and revive Ganon? What?
A Link to the Past, Ganon survived.
Ganon wins. Let's revive him. But he won. Shut up. It's just Zelda timeline.
Well, it says the Sealing War, so then maybe that's when something else came and killed him or something. I don't know.
Yes, but did Ganon die or did Ganondorf die?
I don't
Or
know.
maybe it was the giant pig thing.
Ganon.
I don't know. I don't play these games.
So anyway, then it's the era of decline with the tragedy of Princess Zelda, and then the Legend of Zelda happens. The first game. It's like one of the last ones in the timeline. If
First game is the last game.
if
Last
the
game is
hero,
the first game.
yeah, and then Ganon's revived again. And then the adventure of Link, and Ganon's revival is prevented. Oh, yay. We
Does
prevented it.
Ganon count Dracula? It's like every other game he comes back to life. Okay.
Oh, hi guys.
Why?
I came back to life.
Oh, hi guys. It's me, Dracula. Oh, Barlow, you're so nice for reviving me. Oh, I died.
And then there's like the hero of time is successful, which has splits into two separate timelines for some reason.
Wait, so there's 4 timelines?
There's like it starts as one and then it splits into two, which means the hero of time is either defeated or is successful in defeating Ganondorf.
And then it splits into 2 again, so there's 4.
When the hero of time is successful, it splits into two. That makes three. If the hero of time is defeated, there's only one timeline after that. But if he's successful, then it can split into two different timelines, depending on if it's the child era or the adult era. If it's the child era, then the Sacred Realm is protected, and then the Dark World and the hero's descendants. Then it turns into Majora's Mask for some reason, and then the princess.
Wait, so the timeline splits, and if Link happens to be a child, then this timeline happens, and if Link happens to be an adult, this timeline happens?
That's what it looks like to me.
What? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I don't know, it's like when he's... Well, because Ocarina of Time was the whole thing of basically how it worked is Link was like a kid, and then he was able to work together with his adult self to beat Ganon, like using time travel and stuff. And then at the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda sends Link. I think she sends Link back in time. Like, I think it's the adult Link back in time because he basically skipped his childhood because he was now an adult when he was a kid, so he could beat Ganon. And then Majora's Mask. Although it doesn't make sense because that should be in like more of the... I don't know. I don't get it. Then it's Majora's Mask. The Prince of Thieves. Ganondorf is executed for some reason. And then the Twilight era with Twilight Princess.
Ganondorf is executed, so we can revive him in the next game.
Then it's the Twilight era with the Twilight Princess and the Shadow Invasion. And then the Shadow era with Four Swords plus Hyrule Adventure. Ganondorf is then reincarnated again, and Vaati is resurrected for some reason. Who knows why?
Who?
Vaati, the guy from the Minish Cap and Four Swords, comes back again for so... Nobody knows why.
Welcome to Zelda. Let's just make some shit up.
And then the adult era, Ganondorf is sealed, and in the Wind Waker and A New World, the era without a hero, Ganondorf is revived. Hyrule is sealed and flooded. And then the era of the Great Sea, and then the Wind Waker happens, and then Ganondorf is revived again. The era of the Great Voyage, and then the Phantom Hourglass happens, the DS game. And then the era of Hyrule's rebirth. New continent is discovered. Then comes Spirit Tracks, that other DS game, I think. And then the Demon King Maladus is revived, which I don't remember him ever being alive in the first place, so how is he revived?
He wanted to be like Ganon.
Wanted to be like, hey guys, I was revived. I was like, there's probably going to be like another game that happens before Skyward Sword, and it's going to involve Maladus. I guarantee it. It's going to, or at least some previous timeline game is going to involve Maladus, and then like that's going to explain his revival somehow.
Where does Smash Bros fit into this timeline? In between what games does Link get teleported to the Subspace Emissary and team up with Yoshi? Because why the fuck else would he go to Subspace Emissary?
Well, it's not on the timeline, so it must not be canon.
Oh my god. This game isn't canon!
Smash Bros. Isn't canon, what?
Okay, now we just have to figure out the Mario timeline.
Ruined forever. Oh, Mario.
Okay, well...
Oh, wait, first off, before you say
Bowser dies in every single one of them, so,
yeah.
multiple timelines. Each timeline is one game long.
Exactly. They couldn't figure out any other way to put it, so just like, yep, this is how it's going to work.
Where do the Mario Kart games come into this?
Uh,
They have different timelines too. Shut up.
alternate timeline where everybody in the Mario universe is friends for some reason.
Mario Kart and Mario Party is not canon. But
Neither are any of
can't
the
you
other.
just give them their own freaking timeline? I mean, every other game has a singular timeline just for them.
Nope, it's a special one.
It's not canon.
That's just not canon.
It's not canon because Waluigi doesn't show up in any decent game.
Only in the other games that aren't canon. So Waluigi is not canon.
Waluigi actually doesn't exist because he only shows up in the party games.
Or the sports games. Or the Olympics games.
I consider those like the party games, like any games where you like bring over friends to play.
Yeah.
Like Mario Party, Mario Kart, tennis,
Mario Party,
soccer, football.
yeah, Super Strikers, the Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and then the party game.
Mario Hoops.
That's what it's called, the basketball game. Mario Hoops
That's
3-on-3.
stupid.
It's a GameCube game. It's like this. I don't even know. I never really played any of the Mario sports games except for Mario Tennis on the N64, which is actually pretty fun.
Madden 2012 starring Mario.
That'd be actually funny. I think it was like one of the 3DS games I saw at GameStop once was like recently was like Nicktoons MBLA. It had like all the Nicktoons like versus, and then on the bottom were actual MLB players. So you could play as either MLB players or Nicktoons.
So what, it was Space Jam?
I guess. Pretty much.
Space Jam.
Only not with Looney Tunes characters. And they, for some reason, they added the really obscure Nicktoons characters too. Like they had SpongeBob on the cover, like obviously, because he's basically Nicktoons' face now. But they also on the cover had Ren and Stimpy's Stimpy, and they had Invader Zim. Like,
What?
just out of the blue. Well, they also had Aang. That's right, from Last Airbender. They had him there on the cover.
Okay, those are technically Nick cartoons, but
Well,
why?
I don't know. I don't know why they decided to have SpongeBob and then 3 other kind of obscure, like, characters on the cover. It's like, yeah, maybe you'll know Aang, but I doubt any kid is gonna really know who Stimpy is. Because that was like in the 90s.
That's the kind of thing that would just scare the shit out of kids.
Yeah, because of like the beating up of things and really, really creepy, disturbing images.
They're making a new mystery dungeon. That's awesome.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it's for the 3DS.
Oh, no way.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Magnagate, and the Infinite Labyrinth.
Those are the 2 different titles?
I don't know if it's 2 titles or 1 title.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It might just be 1 title, because they only have 1, like, logo.
Where did you find that out?
People in Chess Club told me because I was getting really excited. Because they play Pokemon, and I was talking about how 5th generation isn't that great, but I really like the Mystery Dungeon games, so I'd play that if they kept making them, and then they're like, oh, you know, they're coming out with a new one. I'm like, what?
Yeah. My money. Have it.
Please let me pay as Turtwig.
I want to be Turtwig.
I like Turtwig.
This
Like,
entry...
of all the starters, Turtwig is my favorite.
Ooh,
Because it's like a little turtle.
the turtle.
And it's a grass type, and it becomes grass ground.
And it's got a tree.
It's adorable. It's adorable. Turtwig.
Turtwig, dear.
Turtwig.
This new entry to the... Wait, what was it called again? What was it called, the game? I'm going to look it up.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Magnagate and the Infinite Labyrinth.
Magna Gate and the
Yes.
what labyrinth? And the what labyrinth?
Infinite Labyrinth. The
Infinite...
Infinite Labyrinth.
I think I just wrote...
The Infinite Labyrinth.
Infinite Labyrinth.
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 Oh, Magnegate is one word for some reason.
Yeah.
I
I
thought it was like,
actually don't know what a Magnegate is. I'm gonna
oh,
find out.
cool. It's on Cerebi.
What is a Magnegate?
Pokemon Mystery
Google
Dungeon
search Magnegate and it comes up with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Okay.
Alright, that's good. All I have to do is search that, and you'll find that. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Magnegate and the Infinite Labyrinth is the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game released on the Nintendo 3DS system. It is due for release in the winter of 2012. Ooh.
Go away, HP.
Not much
Fuck
is known
you.
about the game yet, but it's the first Mystery Dungeon game to feature Pokemon native to Unova and has the Pokemon in full 3D. As usual, it has you play as a character who turns into a Pokemon. Possible Pokemon could be Pikachu, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, or Axew.
Hopefully that's just the ones they've revealed so far, because I want Turtwig.
Yeah, they'll probably have like...
Just let me choose any of the starters, and I'll be happy.
That's what they did on all the other ones.
Yeah, that's what they did in the
Like,
other
choose
except
every
for that one for the Wii that had like 2 dungeons you could go to and never got to America.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing with that.
I don't know. Just a test thing, maybe.
It was like for the Wii, and they had like 3 dungeons I think you could go to.
Hold on a second.
It's like you can't have a good plot with that few dungeons. It's like I want a big, drawn-out plot like the other mystery dungeons. I'm probably talking to myself. I think he left. He hates me. He secretly hates me. He wants to punch me in the face because he's a dick. He's a big, smelly willy.
Yeah,
Hey!
I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
I was just talking about you.
Oh, really?
I was saying good things, I swear.
Sure.
I swears it, sir, I swears it.
I'm sure when I listen back, it'll be
I
like...
swears it, sir, I swears it. I was saying nice things.
It has augmented reality
Very nice
features where
things.
gates to new dungeons open, you point 3DS camera at certain things, including coins, clocks, food, and more. More will be added as soon as we get the information. Yay, it sounds awesome.
Hopefully it has a plot. I want a big, long, drawn-out plot.
I must have multiple flashbacks. It is the only way
I
we'll be
want
adequate
15 flashbacks a minute.
to stupid things that we just saw.
It's going to be like Metal Gear Solid.
Only
It's just
different.
going to be 90% cutscenes.
Yep.
And then, like, it's going to be a 20-hour game, and 2 of those hours are actual gameplay. The rest is just cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think I gotta go now, so I guess we'll end this off.
Quitter. Leaving already.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
Jeez. It's only 9 over there. And I know that because you're in Michigan, I
It's the
think.
same time zone.
Michigan's the same time zone?
Yes.
I thought Michigan was central.
Nope, it's not central. It's eastern.
What the fuck?
Yep. Hello, you learned
I
something
thought
new
you
today.
were on central. I was like, shit, son. I got another hour, man.
Nope, it's about 10 right now, actually. So,
Wow.
yeah. Sorry about your luck.
That was entirely my bad. I misread the signals.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy named Joe. He misread the signals in a combat situation. Now he eats everything through a mechanical straw.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I will see you later sometime.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this. I think I can do this next week, actually, because I have, like, fall break or some stupid shit like that.
All right.
We'll give you a
I'll see you
random
later.
weekend off. Bye.
Bye.